So I've been trying to do just a couple use cases here about the network manager to show exactly what you can accomplish with it. So this actually just happened by chance the other day. I noticed that I had my access log settings not keeping track of content viewing counter settings. Content or account content views is disabled, and I'm using Hall of Fame module now, so I actually have to have that turned on or else it won't keep track of statistics for certain pages. So instead of going around to every site I have and having to go to the same page and do it, I decided I would map a variable for it. So I'm going to go through how you would actually map a variable for this. So what I want to do is be able to click enabled and do this on every site in my network. So first, I have to map this value so that I can pull it up in my display. So the easiest way to do this is you go into Firebug and mouse to this property. You'll see it's called Edit Statistics Count Content Views 1. So this is indicating that this is a value of 1. If I look at the input, value is 1, meaning 1 means that it's enabled, 0 means it's disabled, and the name of the property is going to be Statistics Count Content Views. Okay, so what I do then is I go to variable map in my central site. See, I have variable map here, and I'm going to look down here through all the properties and find the statistics one. So I'm sure I passed it here. Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, so statistics count content views, just like on the other page. So I'm going to click that. It's going to load up. I actually made a placeholder for it. So I'm going to say this is page views, or sorry, count views. How about that? Page views. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the variable map, or the value map, so that I can actually define whether or not it's enabled. So 0, it was disabled, and 1 is enabled. Or actually, let's keep it enabled, disabled, because that's the terminology used on the other page. Then I go to system path, and this is going to go to admin report settings default. Take that off, and I'm not going to worry about 5 and 7 for right now, because the majority of my sites are 6, and I'm only using Hall of Fame at 6 at the moment. So let's save that. Okay, now you go to configure display, and you see here values to monitor, count page views comes up because this is one of the ones I've generated. And then let's just make this database name so that it's easier to read. So I got count page views. I've already configured the variable, and now when I go to network display, you can see why I would go about doing this. It's disabled on almost every site because I forgot to go through and enable that on the first version that I made as kind of my derivative copy for everything else. So you can see there are a few enableds in here. The default, of course, there has it. 20 has it on because that was the one I showed the example of. This Drupal course that I'm working on. So now that it's in this view, I can just click quickly on each one of these that's disabled, and it will jump me directly to the page that I need to go to. It's going to take a little bit of time to load up. But as you can see, now I've gone from not having this value mapped to mapping it to actually using it within the network manager so that I can get what I need to get done faster, which is turning this on everywhere. That's the end of this use case. Hopefully I'll post some more as I get to work on the module a little bit more. I am working on it over the next few days here.